All right, so welcome back to somewhere in the middle of my first 20 hours at Suzuka. I'm going to try not to be too self-cynical because in case you haven't noticed, I haven't uploaded in like a year because I've barely driven. I've barely done anything. But I didn't go missing, you went missing. Let's get back to where we left off, which took a lot of me refreshing my skill set, getting comfortable on the simulator again, getting comfortable with the track. That's pretty much it for the excuses. If I come up with any more, I'll be sure to let you know. If you can come up with any excuses, leave them in the comments below. But anyway, let's get back to it. All right, hopefully the audio doesn't suck on this. I had to send my shotgun mic for repairs, so I don't have it right now. So I'm using this lav mic. I have no qualms about it being seen. I'm not trying to hide it. Hopefully the audio is good enough and it's not recording my chest hair scratching against my shirt or my beard hair scratching against my shirt. We're on the final sector, sector 5, turns 15, 16, 17, and then 18. 16 and 17 being that right-left chicane, which is super tight after a pretty long straight. So you're coming from like top of 6th down to like 2nd. So let's give it a shot. I guess we're gonna do a scouting pass, think about how we wanna approach this, and then go from there. And so, of course, before we attack the sector, let's take it nice and slow. I'm thinking at the 50-meter board right there, we're gonna start turning in. And I think it's going to be like a decreasing radius. So a slight turn, and then the full angle. So not just straight away. Get ourselves to the outside to keep up our speed. Somewhere between this 150 behind me and that 100 board, I'm gonna have to figure out where to brake. And then that's the 50-meter board. And then right there is the right hand. And get myself on this side, which gives me the best opportunity to approach. We're gonna try to use only the inside wheels on the green here so that we start meeting the curvature and then out. Will that work? I don't know. Let's see what happens. All right, pinned full throttle, turning at 50. Okay, not bad. Oh, stop paying attention. And brake it on. Oh. I think what I did here is I braked after the halfway point between 150 and 100. So after 125 meters. And that was too late. The other thing that's already standing out to me is, well, two things. One, turn 16 is not as sharp as 17. Number two, there's a lot of instability in that chicane because the curbs can make you unstable and there's not a lot of area where you're going straight, so applying full throttle is gonna be tricky. I wasn't steady even after getting past turn 17. So I was way off. We're gonna brake at 150 this time. Turn in, bring ourselves to 150, brake at 150. And here is where we discover another little hidden gem of this track. Whoa! See if you can figure it out before I do. And slight curb there. Maintenance throttle, and You might have figured this out, but it took me a few more tries to actually realize something specifically about turn 18. Now, not only is turn 18 essentially a turn with no real camber to it, but the other thing is it's a downward curve, which means that the car is just ever so gently but continuously getting lighter as you go through the turn. You're losing grip, or you're sitting with a bit less grip the entire time because it's a negative G-force on the car. That's probably why I'm spinning. Now, if you notice, I corrected for the fact that I'm anticipating that negative G corner in 18, but because I'm straightening the line out of 17, I'm actually carrying more speed. Woo! Sliding a lot. So I'm carrying more speed, and yet the risk of spinning is less. Oh, just enough. I think this is one of those things where, like, you just have to commit. If you go in halfway, it's going to end up not working out. Because I'm actually, I think, activating more of the downforce of the car, and so carrying that speed is giving me more grip, even though I'm like losing that G-force. You know, in a situation like this, you want to sacrifice one turn to set yourself up for the other one when there's a long sort of acceleration out of the turn. But there is a possibility of getting the right turn-in point for 16 to make it almost like a straight line through 16 and 17. I don't know, let's try it. Let's see. At what point can I start to see like a straight line? So if I turn in here, I want to get that line through there, right? So like there. That's too much curb though. I think I'm gonna have to start thinking about turning when I pass 50, because it's happening so quickly that by the time I register my brain to start turning, I'm gonna be after the 50-meter board at just the right point. And the goal is gonna be to get the right-sided tires on the green and put myself right straight into 17. I don't know. I knew that was gonna happen. This is so, like, it's so unsettling that the curbs will just toss you. No. Getting gold, but not good enough. I did entirely the opposite of what I thought I should do, which is did not sacrifice turn 16 to get 17, didn't go straight through. In fact, I completely screwed up and shot myself too far out from 16 and put myself like in the middle / left middle, which made me have to come back a little bit to get over to 17. It was totally incorrect, but I got the best time I've gotten today. I think though, the reason why I ended up getting that time despite totally screwing up that chicane is because I was more aggressive on the throttle through there. I wasn't as cautious. So there's a combination of the two somewhere that's gonna get me below 23. I gotta use the curb on 16. I cannot just stay on the pavement. What I think needs to happen is I just need to get over those curbs in 16 straight so I don't throw the car off. Oh, come on. Okay, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Think back. Think. What I remember doing is braking at just the right spot between 150 and 125, maybe. There's an area that I consistently have been peeling off the brakes in a straight line. This time, as I was peeling off, I started to decide to start the radius, had my eyes on 17, being aggressive on the throttle, making sure that I can hear that the engine was actually pushing a little bit. And then just getting my inside wheels over 17 and trying to go straight out to the apex of 18. Hopefully that's right. Okay. I know what I did this time. I'm very, very confident. And if I try it and it doesn't work, I'm gonna look like an idiot. The throttle is so weird on this car. Like I don't know if it's linear or not, but like if I'm applying even a tiny bit of throttle, it's not, like I've gotta go a good halfway to even start to feel like I'm maintaining any throttle. Like I'm at 50, 60, 65% throttle to get the car to just have maintenance. Anyway, I did that in between 16 and 17, and that helped because I felt in the other attempts I was just too slow in there. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like I may not be as much of an idiot as I might think. My hypothesis, at least the last one, seemed to be proving correct, which of course means that after tackling the final sector, Sector 5, it was now time to go for the lap attack.